Welcome to Guest
Sunday
Radio.
Reasoning.
Sunday Reasoning on guestradio.com. We actually
.co.uk.
Is it .co.uk?
It
says
is
.com
indeed.
behind us. Oh, .co.uk.com. I think we have rights over com and co.uk.
Wow.
Because it's global.
Is that how we're rolling?
Listen, give me a high five on that one.
Is that how we're rolling? We own everything. I'm telling you.
But actually, you know what? I've got to say, Mr. T, you have a nice sort of bounce in your step, considering we went out last night together, but you went out after we went out.
I went to a dance. I went to a dance after. It was one of these. You buy a ticket, and you know what? Let me talk about this.
Yeah, talk to me, because I heard it was £25. I want to know where that £25 went.
And you get drinks free all night.
Okay, now
which is cool, right?
We're talking.
But I have issues.
Okay.
And promoters take a point on this, yeah? If you have a rave and you charge £25 and you can drink free all night, yeah? Have people who are working behind the bar.
Oh, stop.
There was 2 people, so you're waiting 15 minutes for one drink. So the time you drink that drink to quench your thirst from waiting, you want another drink, so you go back. Second point, yeah? Don't have miserable people behind you. This woman said to me, I can only give you 2 drinks. And I looked at her, and everybody else looked at her like we paid.
I got 6 brethren who got dry throat in the back, so I'm not taking 2 drinks and queuing up.
She says I'm not giving you no more than 2 drinks.
And where was the venue? Where was the venue? Some
Lee Bridge Road. Lee
Bridge.
One of them ones here.
Okay.
Lee Bridge Road in one of these banqueting suites.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah, so.
But that's rude.
It's liberties.
So did you take 2 drinks and then go back and get another 2 drinks? Or
Yeah, it's something like that.
Okay.
Something like that. But yeah, I had a great time. And obviously we went to the awards before.
Yeah.
We went to the BEEFTA.
The BEEFTA. I've got the flyer.
You got the flyer. We went to the BEEFTA awards last night.
That doesn't sound right, does it? BEEFTA doesn't sound
I think
right. And I don't even want to disrespect the people, because you know what?
BEEFTA.
I saw the flyer.
Yeah, or the BEFTA.
BEFTA, so, that's it, BEFTA.
BEFTA, which is basically the Black Entertainment Film, Fashion, Television, Arts Awards.
Yeah.
So it was a very interesting event.
It was, and we had a complimentary drink. I knew that would set you up. I knew that was.
Listen, you know what? Again, I don't want to disrespect the people, because you know what, they had good intentions. Yeah. But it took us a little while just to park. Yeah, we had to do some manoeuvres just to park up in this place.
And you were driving like a G.
Listen, it was on Camberwell Road, and originally we were even thinking Camberwell. Okay.
We don't go anywhere on camera.
Nah.
Facilitate this thing.
So we kind of finally got our parking spot. We got in the place now. Everyone's looking kind of crisp and fine. And we thought, all right, cool. We're here. We're ready. We just need a drink in our hand just to, go with the flow. So we're looking around now for the bar. And then we're looking around again for the bar.
And then we're looking around some more for the bar.
And then we just chat to someone and says, yeah, where's the bar at? Like, where do we get our drink? And they said, no, when you first come in, that's where the complimentary drinks are. And we're thinking, you know what, we're big people. We've been to plenty of rave, we've been to plenty of foyers and plenty of entrance places.
And you smell it.
Yeah, and there were no drinks, man. We didn't know where the drink was. So we went back to the entrance and we see some little table area where they're handing out squash.
Orange squash.
And I think I had to ask someone, where the drink? Like, where the alcoholic drink? And I was told in not so many words that was inappropriate for this place. So I said we had to come back out and just look at it.
Because it was held in the church.
It was held in the church.
Which is understandable.
Okay, which is fine.
So we adapted.
No, we adapted and we thought, we're coming out of this place and going to get ourselves a stiff drink before we actually settle ourselves. So we went to some little pub.
Which was...
You know what? These people had to be with us. I'm sorry, you had to be with us so you would understand.
Picture dusk till dawn, from dusk till dawn, and it's just a weird environment.
Yeah, she was weird.
She was very weird.
Bless her cotton socks.
The customer's weird, because the customer went into the ladies' toilets.
And he didn't even flinch. He didn't even back out and go back into the men's. He just thought, chat, you know what? I'm here. I can relieve myself.
And he stayed.
I will. And he stayed.
So it was an interesting.
No, it was funny. And the hostess was rowdy. She was rowdy. She was commenting on what people were wearing. She was commenting on who had received their visa or not.
she said check their passports.
It was in the church.
Yeah, in the church. And then she even said, why is this woman coming up to get the award? I never called your name.
Oh, wow.
Do you know what? I've got
So it
to
was
find out who
funny.
she was.
No, she was funny.
Seriously, I've got to find out who the lady was, the host for that night, because she was funny.
Yeah, I must admit, I was talking to my cousin on the phone last night about the three singers who was singing, I wonder if I take you home. All right, think of that remix, Hip Life and House. Is it possible to even imagine how that could have been remixed? That was remixed, and that was a single that they were bringing out. No disrespect, go on to doing that in front of a live crowd. But you know what? No, it was a tartan. It was a tartan and the PVC outfits that I just thought in a church.
Definitely different.
In a church.
It was definitely different. It was I don't know.
But we caught some jokes, and then you went out afterwards, and you've rolled in today with your fine-looking brother. Yeah.
Say good morning, sir.
Good morning, good morning. Good morning, world. Good morning, good morning.
Yeah, and both of you two look fresh.
Yeah, considering we drank
A lot.
a little bit.
Yeah, I
A
mean
little
2
bit.
drinks at a time. That's
Yeah.
how you drunk.
Yeah, so it was a great night. It was a great night. As you know, I don't go out too often, so it was good to be out. Obviously,
And you
earlier
looked
on in
quite dapper, I have to say, yesterday.
Thank you,
Mr.
thank you,
Q.
thank
Very
you.
dapper,
Thank
smelling
you.
sweet.
the what? That fragrance was banging because I even smelled something like, wow, was that me? So yeah, it was a great night. Obviously, it's great to be out with you earlier on in the night. It's great to be out with my brother later on in the night. It's just a great Saturday, to be honest
Yeah,
with you.
and it was a nice evening. It wasn't
was
too
indeed.
cold, even though it's been getting a bit cold, but it was nice.
Oh, the weather's getting crazy. So how was your week? Tell me about your week.
Okay, my week's been alright. Work, got some contracts secured because I work for charities. We got some money for running
good.
our programs.
Good.
I'm now focusing on my son's birthday. I've got over my daughter's birthday, so focusing on
Fully
my
recovered.
son's birthday. And took them shopping, and they love rinse out my pocket. This is the thing to all parents, yeah. You got to learn how to train your children to not watch your wallet, yeah. Because I took them to the shops, bought my son a tracksuit and some trainers, picked up myself some trainers, even though they weren't happy with what I bought, but I didn't business. And we're just cracking on. So really, I'm cool.
Good.
I'm cool.
Good.
Yeah. You?
The week for myself has been progressive.
Okay.
Progressive. I'm not going to sit down and talk about it simply because my weeks are quite repetitive because I tend to do the same thing week in, week out. So yeah, I don't want to bore the listeners of what I've been doing, but generally it's been a progressive week in what I'm doing.
Cool. So today we're going to be talking about, or one of the subjects we're going to be talking about is basically, when is a good time, do you think, for your children to receive sex education? And what would you think that education should encompass? Are there things that you don't think should be covered? So for me, I'm looking for A, anybody, B, parents, C, maybe even parents who've become grandparents because their children have had children quite young. Did sex education make a difference? Would it have made a difference? Yes, no. I don't know, anyone from any spectrum, or even a young person, as young as, you know, however young you are. Have you received sex education? Is it valuable? Etc., etc. So
When you were in school, did you receive sex education?
Yeah, in secondary school.
Because
But
I was sexually active when I was about 12.
Okay.
You do what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So, and I know at that age, me and my friends and the girls that we were hanging out at that time, we were talking a lot about sex.
Well, it is. I mean, the thing is, I'm talking about my 13-year-old, but really my 13-year-old's quite naive in comparison to how many 13-year-olds could be going on. So, do you know what I mean? So I'm aware that for other 13-year-olds, yeah, maybe it's necessary.
So in terms of so we can agree that, so maybe from secondary school,
Secondary school is
a good place to start. So would you say it's a good place to start in regards to also the feelings, going back to what you said in terms of...
You know what? The thing is, my
'Cause these things are
daughter,
not
yeah, but
taught.
in primary school,
Or is
the
that for the
end
parents?
of primary school, you know, my daughter's got body hair. I mean, her body's changing. And when I look at my other friends, their kids' bodies are changing before my eyes. They're getting mood swings, you know, they're getting a bit more spotty, and they're more into their hair, and they're more into midriff and wearing skinny jeans. And I'm thinking, that we we need to be talking. Because you don't understand that where you're flicking your hair and all of a sudden the girls want to rush and straighten their hair and get their hair gel. And who are you looking pretty for? Are you looking pretty for boys? Are you looking pretty because there's a bit of pressure now that you're in secondary school? Why are you busting midriff? Where you going? Do you know what I'm saying? So what does that all mean? I think that conversation should happen at the end of primary school because you're changing. So me and my daughter...
So is that for would you say it was more for parents or more?
No, for the kids as well. Their bodies, they don't understand why
No.
their bodies are changing.
When I say parents, I mean should the parents be having that talk with them, or should
I think
it be part of
schools
schools? Everybody,
can touch on it.
everybody.
Yeah, I think
okay,
so.
cool. Okay.
You know?
I was just trying to.
Yeah.
What about you, young man?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree, but I still think that still think that they should start having talks when they turn like 8.
Okay.
8 years old.
Well, let me ask a question though. As a parent, would you want to be sent a letter that says we are going to be covering these things in school? Are you okay with it?
I think they should send a letter. They should ask for permission. Yeah, why not? Why not send?
Okay, because I don't know if I'd want things to be delivered.
Okay.
I wouldn't want my daughter coming home with a pure leaflet and I never knew that this was being delivered. I think I just think to be fair, I'd like to know what was going on.
Okay.
Agreed.
But I mean, going back, I was sexually active at like 11 years old, so it was. I mean.
Can I just ask a question? When we say sexually active, yeah, are we
Things are gone.
Things are gone.
Yeah, things
Okay.
are gone.
Okay, no, because I mean I know that I was touchy, feely, kissy.
No. Things are gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Full stop.
Yeah.
There's no grey area there. Alright.
And no.
Hold on, was that with older girls or girls your age?
For me.
Okay, we're on air.
For me, it was people my age. But what I'm trying to say
Since
is,
you answered, I answered. For me, it was older chicks.
what I'm trying to say is like why I said that kids nowadays should be having that talk, because I was like 11, so I could have easily been 10. You know, push that a year back, I would have been in primary school. Yeah. So who was to tell me, or to teach me, or to sit me down about protection or any of those things? So this is my point, that kids nowadays should have some form of talk, yeah? So parents, sit the kids down, have that talk, man.
Because there are some parents though who do not. It is not even considered to be just. Nah, it's not happening. There is no conversation. Go read your Bible. And
straight up.
Yeah, but do you know what? That's just trying to be in the now there. You can't say, go and read your Bible.
Especially nowadays, I think you'd seriously be delusional in having that thought process.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
I think the more you say go read your Bible, that's the more you're kind of pushing away your kids, and they're going to be.
No, those are kind of people who'll then be chained up and tied up and get into lick. Do you know what I mean? Because you can push people into different extremes.
Definitely,
that's
definitely.
right.
You know.
So yeah, man. But I mean, I agree with that talk, man. You know, I mean, luckily, my daughter, she's on the right track at the moment. She's into her school books. You know, she's got a lot of activities going on at the moment as well.
And she's just a child.
So I think like Mondays she goes drama school, Tuesdays she goes gymnastics. So she ain't got time for all that.
Listen, that's the way to go. Keep your child busy.
Yes, that's
keep
right.
them I think do you know what? I think it's just keep them as children, and this is what, as I said earlier on, where the society we live in, for some reason, the age for children, they seem to have pushed it up in terms of mentally. The children seem older.
Yes, they do. Talking about older, do you know what my daughter said to me the other day?
they're older.
Yeah.
I asked her something, and she said, "You know what, Daddy? I don't want to have that discussion with you at the moment."
So I'm saying, man.
Wow.
Yeah, let's book an appointment. I'll fit you in next week.
I thought, wow, but you know what? She's getting her personality, and I thought, you know what? I respect that.
But that's the times that we live in. That, you know, because you said 20 years ago, 50. What you say?
Listen, as I say, you feel you be.
It is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but we ain't having a discussion.
Times have changed, and I think it's not a bad thing, but in the same breath, I miss seeing
kids getting licks from their parents.
No, kids being kids.
Yeah, because I'm in Asda.
I had fun as a kid.
I'm in Asda, I'm in Tesco, wherever, and I see some kids whiling. I'm just like, what? Are you? Let me deal with them, please. Please let me deal with them. And they are screaming.
Yeah.
They're rolling along the floor.
Yeah.
Their faces on the floor. I'm
Yeah.
just like, why?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I
See,
don't know.
back in my day, I used to just get the look.
Yeah, I know about the look.
You know,
That's
my
a
daughter,
skill.
My daughter now, she knows about the look as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you have
Yeah,
the look?
we have the look.
You have the look, yeah.
Yeah, but also I'm mum. Oh, you know something.
Yeah, we're talking good to you. You've got to, man.
Nowadays, I just with my daughter, I just put my head down and just give her the eye like.
But you know, here's something really funny. My mum's still got that look.
Yeah, so is mine.
Do you know, and it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's listening now, but it's like we would be out somewhere or at her house, and I say or do something, and she looks at me like, she's like, do you realise I'm 36?
Yeah,
And it still works because it shooks me.
No,
It's
listen.
like-
Same way, you know. My mum's the only person that can bring me down. You know that. Bring me down
right.
with their words. And you're like, right, I'm actually crying.
Yeah.
That's right. I remember being 22, and then my mum gave me a look one time, and I thought, you know, I'm 22 now, man. Before I even knew it, I thought, rotted, something, ghost must have hit me or something. I thought, raw.
No, but really?
Yeah, no.
That's called power and control.
That's it. My
Or
mum's
maybe it's
hand
just
moves
called
so
playing
fast.
fear, but it works.
It's respect.
Nah,
Yeah,
my
it is respect.
mum's hand moves so quick. She says, you know what? I don't care how old you are. This
Yeah.
hand-
I will
this
break
hand-
you
this hand
down.
will
Yeah,
move.
no, listen, I respect
Wow.
that because that's how I feel with my son. I know he's going to be taller than me.
Definitely.
I know he's going to be broader than me.
Mm.
But I don't play. From when I can still, from my eyeballs still work.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen,
That's
Yeah,
right.
I agree.
That's right.
ready to rumble, mate.
That's right.
So-
I believe
sorry.
that if they don't have respect from home, at home, they will never ever have respect for anybody. That's what I always.
Yeah, and
kinda
you want
believe.
them to have respect
Yes,
for themselves.
yes.
But in the same breath, parents have got to respect their children too. Do you know what I mean? Because we talk
Yeah.
about,
Yeah.
we talk about kids respecting parents, but I've been in situations where I've seen parents not respecting their children, which is kind of odd to say, but
yeah,
it's the truth.
no, yeah.
You with me? You kind of understand why that child is wilding out. Now I understand.
No,
Okay.
because I believe you've got
Okay.
some parents who want a control freak.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
wilding
mean?
out.
Yeah.
Just hold it down, blood. So what was that last comment you went to?
Alright, okay, we had Idu from North London. She put about 10, and plus I know that Idu works, she's a teacher and she works in the school. And she put, it should begin last year primary school as girls' bodies start to change. I also think that at that age they should split boys and girls up to talk to them separately about the issues
They used to do that.
and changes they will face when they're at secondary school. But I agree, I actually didn't even think about separating the boys and the girls.
What,
I
in
think
secondary school?
we're in primary school, about
primary
bodies
school.
changing and then
I
preparing
thought they did that
them.
anyway. They did that when I was in school,
In
Did they split the girls and the boys?
in primary school.
Okay.
So was it primary or secondary? See, such a long time ago.
Secondary.
Was it secondary?
Yes. Because in primary school, I remember getting changed in front of, in front of the girls.
Easy.
Yes. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, what type of
In PE.
student were you?
In PE,
Really?
yes. I remember
Seriously?
in PE. We used
Wow,
to
this
get
is going back. Now you're displaying your age. Hold it down,
changed.
man.
I'm still in my 20s.
But sorry. Well,
We're talking about splitting the boys and the girls. in
I thought they
terms
did that anyway. Isn't that like standard nowadays?
I don't know. I don't think it is.
Well, can somebody please call in on 0208 144 and 3493 and confirm this with us? Or just give us your opinion on the whole topic, altogether.
Okay, I've got a Kirsty from Camden,
Mm-hmm.
and she's saying they should tactfully teach children from year 3.
Year 3.
Hold on, year 3. That feels
What age
like
is
about
that?
7 or 8. I feel that is.
What did she say?
similar
So what's the
ages.
comment again?
They should tactfully
Yeah.
teach from year 3. It's natural and an inevitable part of life that no child would be here without.
That's a strong point, but in the same breath, again, it comes down to,
We've got a
Right
Karim.
timing.
We've got a Karim from Harrow, who says he thinks from experience a good age is about 11, 12. And tell
secondary school again.
Yeah, and tell the truth about everything, what guys are like, etc. Don't hold back on the information you tell them, especially the girls.
Hold on.
What guys are like?
What
Yeah.
guys are like?
Yeah.
What
What
does
do you
that
mean? What
mean?
does that mean?
Could you message back in and explain that?
So
in depth?
can you read that out again, please?
He says
He or she?
He.
He.
Yeah, says. But I know that this guy has kids. He's got girls. Yeah, he's got all girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he
And
single
says,
parent?
No. He's put from experience. A good age is about 11, 12, and tell the truth about everything, what guys are like, etc. Don't hold back on the information you tell them, especially the girls.
I would really like this gentleman to call in at some point or another, because I'm interested in the what guys are like statement. Because
All right, you're both guys.
yeah,
Okay. Here we go.
And in terms of if you have female daughters, are you thinking, nah, boys, men are dogs, and then you want to protect your girls?
no, you see, we're living in a different time. Those days where men were, oh, you're a dog, you're a dude.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
days are gone.
Okay.
I mean,
Those days are gone. I think we're such a, sorry to cut you, mate, but I think we're so on an equal plateau in regards to sexual activity that is unbelievable. And to be honest with you, I think in most cases, women are kind of running things, because we had this conversation the other day with a few of us, where a friend of mine says to me, you know, when a guy sees a woman, he's like, oh, she's buff, she's fit, well, she's beautiful, she's attractive. She then told me, she goes, as a woman, how we look at it, we decide what we want to do with you. We decide whether we want to have a relationship with you, whether we want to date you, whether we want to just go to the car park in Tesco with you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We decide from way before you guys are still looking at us in a...
No, I disagree.
You would? Because we had this conversation this morning.
I decide. No. I disagree with that, because do you know what, right? I've been on dates before, and as much as, you know, as I want to give them the credit for certain things, I can't give the credit, because you know what?
What do you mean credit?
There's certain times when I just say no, yeah, and when I mean no, it means no. And as much as I want to say yes, you know, there's certain times we might be, you know, I've been on dates and they want to go here or whatever, and do you know what? Let me just be real, yeah, because there's certain times we're getting down to the groovy point, and I've said to him, go, you know what? Not today, man.
You see, now
Not
he's
today.
bugging out, because we had this conversation this morning, and I said to you, blah, 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 rules.
Yes.
And it truly does. I really believe it does. And I believe, especially in this time and age, in terms of the way in which